Welcome to That Bigfoot Show. Yes, that one. I am your host, Taylor James Johnson, and I'm here smack dab in the middle of San Antonio, Texas. Actually, kind of on the outskirts, but it never snows here. I think it snowed like once in the 80s. So I'm going to take this rare opportunity that this Texas boy is having and talk to you today, my Bigfoot friends. It's hard to walk through here. I'm not used to snow. Look at that. Look at all this white stuff everywhere. It's like Scarface's mansion exploded. But yes, I thought I should take advantage of this weather opportunity and talk to everybody about the Yeti, the abominable. I've always had a hard time saying that one. The Abominable Snowman. You know, because I'm kind of in his environment, as close as you can get to the Yeti's environment in good old Texas. So yeah. Jeez. So yeah, I thought I should embrace this opportunity and get into the Yeti mindset. Because, you know, I'm cold, covered in body hair, and making footprints, so, you know, we're basically the same thing. But most believe the Yeti is, you know, a cousin of the North American wood ape, the Sasquatch. Kind of like how, you know, like a leopard is related to a snow leopard. They're not the same thing, but they are. And these Yetis have been spotted, you know, pretty much everywhere from China to the Himalayas. And of course, these sightings have gone on for centuries. I mean, the Yeti is a part of mythology, religion. In some cases, it's a god. And there were some footprints found in the 20s. They were probably done by a wolf, and then the fake news got involved and kind of embellished the story a little bit and said, hey, maybe it's that hairy mythical creature.
Welcome to the Himalayas!
But then in 1951, there was an epic expedition to Everest where they found some footprints and took a photo. And they were even smart enough to place a pickaxe to compare the size. And yes, this photo was everywhere. It became an overnight sensation. The Abominable Snowman was, ow! Superstar. Keep going. I'm not gonna let that stop me. Yeah, he was a superstar. He was all over, everywhere, and many, many more expeditions were launched to find this creature, because this is the next big discovery. Even though you can't really discover something that's been a part of a culture since like the 12th century, but you know. But finally, this monster, this creature, this snow beast was brought to the West. And actually, one of my favorite stories of the Yeti involves a Tibetan monk. Tibetan monks and Yetis go together like Harry and the Hendersons, you know? And there was this one Tibetan monk, he ventured off and he wanted to live as a hermit in a cave. Because that's a great way to spend retirement. Well, actually, yeah, it kind of was, because Yetis were involved and they brought him food and protected this monk. So this monk formed a friendship with this group of Yetis while he lived in this cave, which sounds really fun, actually. One of these Yetis actually, unfortunately, sadly, passed away, and so this monk brought the Yeti's scalp back to his temple, a Buddhist temple that they were building. I believe it was around the 1660s or something. So they had this, basically what they were treating as a holy relic. Eventually, a Yeti hand, allegedly, was added to the collection in this crypto temple. And the scalp and the hand, they stayed there for centuries, until a couple of gringos came by. At first, they asked nicely if they could take the hand to, you know, examine it scientifically. But the monk said, no, this is special, this is holy. Horrible things will happen to the temple if you remove this sacred Yeti relic. And then this very sneaky man just found a human hand and replaced the Yeti finger with a human finger. Then they gave the finger to Jimmy Stewart. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Famous legendary actor James Stewart, if you're serious, is involved in this Yeti scalp monk story. Because every legend needs a legendary leading man. And I cannot think of anyone better than Jimmy Stewart. And yeah, these explorers, they were connected to Jimmy Stewart, so they got the finger to him, gave him the finger, and as he was traveling back to the west, he put the finger in his wife's lingerie luggage case, which sounds like a weird thing to do. You're like, hey honey, here's a Yeti finger, can you put it with your underwear? But it was actually a brilliant move because at that time, security was a little too prude to go through ladies' undergarments, so they didn't even check the bag, and the finger, the mysterious Yeti finger, made its way to America. And then of course, like lots of potential evidence in the cryptozoology world, the finger was lost. But then it was eventually found decades later, and they did a DNA test, and wait till you hear the results. Mari, whatever your name is, tell us the results now. Well, the DNA came back human. And I know a lot of you are saying, oh, well that means the Yeti does not exist, it was just a human. And yes, you could argue that, but I'm gonna argue something else. I'm gonna argue, and I'm not the only one to argue this, that the human DNA that they found in the Yeti finger just means that the Yeti's human. They're us. They're part of us. A version of us, a cousin of us, and we share similar DNA. Mystery solved. You're welcome. But then later it was the 60s, 1964 to be exact, when a little reindeer with a red nose would change the world of the Yeti forever. That's right, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer introduced the Abominable Snowman to a whole new generation, to a whole new world, really. Thus truly bringing the Yeti, the Abominable Snowman, into the pop culture. And actually it was because of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer that this creature is often depicted with white fur. But actually, most, if not all, of the sightings and the encounters with the Abominable Snowman, the Yeti, their fur has been reported to be the brownish, reddish color that is reported in North America and everywhere else. So it was a creation of Hollyweird, to change the color of this majestic beast because, I mean, I have to admit, the white fur does look cool. But it's not accurate, and we're all about being accurate here on That Bigfoot Show. Which one? Yeah, that one. And yes, they have found more bones and skin and poop, feces if you want to be scientific. And they did more testing on this skin and fur, bones, and poop, and the DNA was found to be inconclusive, which means the Yeti is real. Right? And yes, I cannot ignore the fact that the brown bear is prevalent in the areas that the Yeti has been sighted, and many people think that, you know, it's misidentification, which probably in a lot of cases it is. But it does not no way, no how prove that there is no Yeti. Actually, it proves that large mammals can live in that area. Like Bigfoot and Sasquatch, the Yeti has become more than just a hairy thing in the mountains. It's a strange mixture of mythology and religion and science and nature, a little bit of Hollywood too, and a whole lot of mystery. All put together has created this legend that is still growing strong today, to this very day. I'm not even kidding, just look at recent movies, when movies used to come out. Just in like 2018, 2019, there was Littlefoot, or Smallfoot, with Channing Tatum. And of course there was Abominable, with a cutesy little creature doing all this magical stuff. And I actually saw that one. It's not too bad. It's not too good either. And then there was the teaming of Zach Galifianakis and Wolverine to make Missing Link. So just in a few years, in like 2 years' time, all of those movies about the same topic has come out, and in the main audience for this are children. So the next generation, they're gonna know about the Yeti. This legend, it's gonna continue for a long time.
What's up, ZZ Squad? So in our last video, the family, we were trapped inside my bedroom and the Abominable Snowman dude was roaming our house. Dude, what is that gigantic white thing walking inside my house? Yeah, dude, you scared of us now, huh? Yeah.
But yeah, if you've ever had a encounter or heard an interesting story about the Sasquatch or the Yeti, please let us know. Contact us, comment below. Mythology, science, nature, pop culture, all brought together to build a monster, to build a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? An abominable snowman? So thank you for watching That Bigfoot Show on a special Snow Day edition. This is a big deal for Texans. I'm sorry if it's not a big deal for you, but just let me have it. So yeah, thank you for watching That Bigfoot Show. Yes, that one. And please let us know if you've had any encounters or sightings or anything that may be a bipedal, hairy, humanoid-like creature that isn't your dad streaking in the woods. And make sure to check out all the other cool shows we have here on the Paranormal Network, because I'm sure if you're interested in Bigfoot, you're also interested in UFOs and ghosts, and we cover that stuff also. So yeah, this has been That Bigfoot Show. Yes,